If you're thinking of going to Walt Disney World during the month of January, keep watching for 3 important tips that you need to know before you go. Thanks for watching Optimistically Disney, where we love all things Disney. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this video is super helpful for you as you're planning your next Disney vacation. My family just went to Disney for the second time during the month of January, and I thought it would be good to share a few tips with you. It's hard to believe, but January is like no other month at Disney. So here are 3 quick tips to consider as you plan. The first tip, this is the least expensive time to go. If you want to go on the cheapest Disney vacation you can, this is the month to do so. September is another cheaper month, but January was the winner for our budget. To be completely honest with you, a room at All-Star Sports was $93 per night, and the Little Mermaid rooms were $224 per night at Art of Animation. This was after the deal that Disney announced the October prior to our January trip. Of course, you'll still have to buy plane tickets, food, park tickets, etc., but these prices were excellent for the rooms. Maybe there's a moderate or deluxe resort on your bucket list. January may be a great time to go. Those resorts will be more expensive than the prices I just mentioned at Valley Resorts, but they will be cheaper than the busy times at Disney. One day at Magic Kingdom was still $179 per person, so that was still high, but that price will go down per day if you were to buy more than one day's worth of tickets, and Magic Kingdom is the most expensive park to go to. So if you're really looking to save money and still have fun, you could go to Animal Kingdom instead. Lightning Lane Multi-Pass for Magic Kingdom was approximately $35 per person. I'm not sure if we really needed to purchase them because of my next tip. Number 2, rides have pretty low wait times. I don't know what your main goal is for a Disney vacation, but we love rides. So if you're thinking of going during January, you'll be happy to know this month has pretty low wait times. I always recommend checking wait times leading up to your trip to decide if you need to purchase Lightning Lane. Remember, you can purchase this 7 days in advance and choose your first 3 rides. So make sure you check wait times according to what rides you want to go on and see if you really need Lightning Lane to get on these rides. When we had Lightning Lane, it was nice because we pretty much just walked on those rides since the standby line wasn't super long. If you want to save money and don't mind waiting in line, you may not need it. Part of the reason we purchased it was because we knew our toddler couldn't handle waiting in line that long. By the way, some of the kiddie rides often don't have that long of lines, and the line goes pretty quickly since they are shorter rides, so consider this too. If you know your kiddos can only handle Dumbo, Mad Tea Party, and rides like that, and you know they can't handle the other rides or aren't even tall enough, note that as you plan. Speaking of rides, you may be able to ride a lot, and you may be able to ride all or most of the rides that are actually open. January at Disney is a prime time for refurbishments to start. As you plan, go to the Disney website. I'll put the link in the description below. If you look at the daily calendar, it will show you what rides are unavailable on a specific day. You don't want your family looking forward to riding Big Thunder Mountain Railroad and have an unpleasant surprise that morning when you learn it's closed. Alright, so my third tip for today is that you need to be flexible due to the weather. You can look at the weather forecast ahead of time, but January has such a crazy range of weather. You need to be flexible and prepared for anything. It could be 70 to 80 degrees when you go, just like any other Florida day. Or it could be 46 degrees and you wonder if they moved Disney to the Midwest. Flexibility is important so you won't be disappointed. Prep your family ahead of time with several plans and options for your trip. The water parks were closed during almost every day of our trip, and the resort pools were closed for the majority of it as well. You could see steam rising from the water, which was cool to see though. With too much rain, parades may be canceled, and the rain could also affect the running of the Sky Lantern and boats. With a variety of weather, I highly recommend packing layers, and not just a couple layers for when the sun goes down. I mean, you may need to be wearing your winter coat, hat and mittens, etc. at the parks, and even wear a couple pairs of pants. I'm being completely honest, I had 46 plus rain all day long, and that chill will get you. The nice thing is that Disney does have a lot more hot chocolate for sale during January. Maybe you won't be running to the Dole Whip, but something hot to drink will be just what you need. Also, Disney does a great job in trying to help your kiddos have a fun time even when the pools are closed. At a few resorts we visited, the lifeguards had yard games set up in the dry areas and had coloring pages and activities in the lobbies for kids. Also, at one resort, Donald Duck, Goofy, and Pluto randomly showed up in the lobby while it was raining, and the kids were ecstatic. I would recommend having some options ready for your family if it rains a lot. You could go to the arcade, bring games to play in your room, or have a dining reservation at the parks, Disney Springs, or a resort. There's also a movie theater and bowling alley at Disney Springs if you're interested. As you're planning your next Disney vacation, I hope this information has been helpful to you as you look at your calendar and make some decisions. There's so much to keep in mind as you plan. Make sure to decide what's important for your family and do what's best for you. And remember, a cold, rainy day at Disney is still a day at Disney. Thanks for joining me today. Please remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notifications when a new video comes out. Thanks for watching Optimistically Disney, where we love all things Disney.